Tales of the Lore Keeper. Episode 9. The Silent Ones. Written, voiced, and produced by Jojo Kaiser. Just have some tea and try to relax.
Thank you. It's so hard to do anything with them around.
How many are there?
3. There's always been 3. They say I'll be one of them someday.
Okay. Let's take our time. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Start with my name then? Yeah, that sounds good. My name is Chris. Chris Garland. I'm 32 and I have guardian angels. I don't know if you can call them that, really. That's the closest thing. Were you ever bullied as a kid?
No. I was homeschooled with my sister.
Lucky. Well, I was. Most of my school years, really. I was about 9 the first time it happened. I gotten called weird by some of the kids in class, and not much nowadays, but when you're 9, all you want is to fit in. Looking back, though, I guess some of it was really weird. I've always had sensitive hearing. I don't know what it is, but everything in the world is just louder to me. My dad used to have to take me to the doctors all the time, like 3 to 4 times a year. He wanted answers. I wanted answers. Everything you can think of. Soft ringing of wind chimes, someone scratching their arm, small exhales of breathing. It's like all placed through megaphones for me. It's why I wear these earplugs all the time. In fact, they were prescribed by the doctor. The school had to let me wear them. Even then, I was still sensitive, so I couldn't be in regular classes. I had to be taught at special times by specific teachers, basically increasing their work. They all hated me, but no one understands. No one ever understands. They think I'm overreacting, but think about it. If I can hear small sounds, then loud sounds can actually hurt me. I get distressed and angry and anxious when loud things happen. A car starting or someone shouting, I start freaking out. Even the crackle of your fireplace sounds like someone stomping across the floor to me. I hate it. Anyway, being at school but never around others ended up making the other kids hate me. The quiet boy, they called me. I never spoke much. Even speaking to you right now, I can hear my own voice as if it's being shouted in my ear past the earplugs. You always hear about the first night in these kinds of things. The first time someone saw the creepy visage of some ghost or monster. I wish I could tell you the first night, the first time, but as far as I know, as far as I can remember, they've always been there. They call themselves the Silent Ones. They don't have names, at least as far as I know they don't. I've named them, though. It helps me keep track. Michael is the leader. He's tall and slim. He has one eye covered by a long scar, and his mouth is stitched shut. All their mouths are stitched shut. He's bald, too. I don't know if he's always been like that. He wears a black button down and long pants. His fingers are really long too, and when he looks at me, I can feel a sense of yearning. Maria is short and plump. She really likes to wear brown blouses. She has long blonde hair and very soft eyes. I actually think she's quite pretty for what she is. I sometimes think she's the mother I never had. You know, Mom died when I was little. Dad had a car accident, but I know better. I know it was them. Sal is the last one. He's big, real big. His shoulders are broad and his hair curly and thick. He's the scariest one to me. Like I said, they've always been there. In my earliest days, I remember getting in trouble with my teachers for talking to them. They told me imaginary friends are normal, but I shouldn't be putting all my time into them. But they're not imaginary. I remember this one teacher, Mrs. Benson. She just couldn't understand. She kept telling me how I needed to grow up, and I kept telling her you can't outgrow things that are real. I feel them. I feel them on my skin when they touch me. I remember her telling my dad that I had to get tested for schizophrenia, and the doctor told me that they weren't there, but they're not fake. I don't remember the first time I saw them, but I remember the first time I knew they could kill. It was in middle school. I was in a regular class, something that wasn't supposed to happen. But my regular teacher was out sick that day. I was trying to listen, but everyone was too rowdy, too noisy. They were screaming and high-fiving, and there were so many conflicting voices. I couldn't take it. They were all so loud, and I just couldn't take it. I remember screaming, begging people to stop. I laid my head down, covered my head, and pressed my fingers into my ears as deep as they could just to try to stop it. I passed out, exhausted from the pain of the noise. And when I lifted my head up, they were all dead. Everyone in the classroom was dead. The three of them, the silent ones, they all had blood on their hands as they pressed their fingers to their lips. The silent ones don't talk. They communicate through written words sometimes, but they never speak. But they've always been there for me. In a way I wish they weren't. Whenever someone hurts me, they always kill them. I've spent so long, death and carnage following in my wake. When police come to investigate, they always end up dead when they try to touch me. I've told the silent ones I don't want them. I don't want all this death, but they keep doing it. They keep standing around. I can't take it anymore. I didn't know what to do. When I met that boy down on 5th Street, we hadn't even started dating yet. He asked me out for a cup of coffee. And I wanted to so bad. And I did. I spent so many years so lonely. With only them. Never watching, never speaking. I just wanted another person to touch me. The coffee date went great. You know, it was good. And he invited me to come to his house for dinner the next night. And I did. But when I got there, there was blood everywhere. And on the wall, they wrote, "You are ours." I don't know where they came from, what their origins are, or what they are. I called them guardian angels. Maybe they're more like guardian devils. They aren't nice or helpful. They've never saved me from the real danger. They always cause the problems they did solve, which causes more problems. I read your story. The one about the grinning man. I figured if you listened to that lunatic in the asylum, you'd listen to me. I've been to therapy. It doesn't help. They just tried to lock me up in the mental institution, and the silent ones killed people there too. I don't know what to do, Mr. Keeper. I don't know what I can do.
Mr. Garland cried himself to sleep on the chair in my study. I left him there until the next morning, where he said his goodbyes. A week later, I saw his picture in the paper. He had taken his own life according to his obituary, but a friend of mine who works in the morgue sent me a photograph. His mouth had been sewn shut. It seems the Silent Ones have taken their next member. The Lore Keeper is an anthology horror series that I write and voice and produce myself. If you're enjoying the series, it would greatly help me if you leave a like on the video and even comment down below what you like or what you dislike about the stories. It helps me out in the algorithms and helps gets this pushed to other people. And if you really enjoy talking about horror and other things like that, you can join my Discord linked in the description down below to chat with other members of the community. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next week.